Unbeknownst to the Commonwealth military officials gathered in the heart of Fort Fitzgerald here in the great city of Northport, the door has opened behind them, and looming behind an illusion is John Carmichael, Asena, Dargan, and Chester, preparing to do what must be done in order to take the portal they've stolen, find Coriander agent Hank McCarthy, and escape in order to induct themselves back into the Coriander Society as official agents. Here, in the second half of episode 98 of Coriander Society, we resume. I believe beatings were about to begin.
John is going to activate his frightful presence, bringing about his draconic aura to scare these witless fools and make them easy prey for Asena and myself.
Can one of you leave that door open? Feels like there's a draft in here or something.
What else do you do?
Can they not see us?
Well, we have the aura of make things look less. So
yeah, you have the illusion. You have an illusion screen in front of you, so they can't see you.
Are they going to come investigate?
No, because as far as they can tell, the door's still closed, right? Because you have that illusion.
Sound like it. You want me to punch first or what?
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah. What can you do that thing? If you kick the door and it goes flying into them and knock one of them over, and then we'll just use that as the blitzkrieg to jump on them.
What do you separate the door from its hinges?
Yeah. I could really easily just take the door off the hinges, and you kick it and it goes flying.
No.
Okay. Then let's go.
Asena, what do you do?
I mean...
You're still in my brain, Asena.
Sorry. I thought the door was already open.
It is open, but John has an illusion
okay.
of the door not being open.
Yeah. But once we step out of here, they're going to see us.
Correct.
Is John still going to be General Segomo or no?
I mean, I think that could make sense in order for us to get close, and then we just lay the smackdown on them, right?
They're also within less than 30 feet, and Asena moves very fast.
Yeah, we both can move 30 feet. Perfect. Yeah, let's just rush them. Let's just beat the crap out of them.
There's 3 of them, but...
Well, we can have Dargan and Chester go after one, and then you go after Johnson.
Asena, you have 3 attacks. 4 if you spend
focus points. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna go... John can take the old guy. I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, can we do walk from behind the door and just kind of suddenly appear out of John's aura, and John's fear aura, and Asena's pounce, and we're
Batman. You're Batmaning in the door, and then Asena. Who, remember, Asena, you can run on walls, right? So you can just
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
Okay, they did not see you coming, so John steps out, and Johnson B. Linden just stares for a moment in horror. And the other turn around just as Asena is flying downwards, fists, feet, whatever you're using to beat the crap out of them, outstretched. Please make an unarmed attack with advantage.
Advantage?
Correct.
Oh.
John is stuck. Do I get sneak attack?
Yes.
This is a sneak attack.
This is very much a sneak attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, who's getting the sneak attack? Hat guy or bald guy?
Hat guy.
Hat guy?
He looks more strong.
Okay. And you're going for cinematic combat, which means you're going for knockout punches here, because this is, 1930s pulp. You might as well have Batman, bam, pow, sound effects when you hit people. And he makes this saving throw at disadvantage. He gets an 11. You dealt 17 points of damage. Bud. He's got a strong jawline, but a glass jaw, and you just knock him on his ass. Make a second attack against
a guy?
Against Dr. Geriatric.
Oh, against this one.
Mm-hmm. Jerry to his friends. No sneak attack because you only get it once per round, but...
Okay, Jerry.
Sorry, Jerry.
Oh!
Don't need no sneak attack. Mm-mm-mm.
He goes flying across the room, hits the corner, and just slumps down.
Oh my god.
Now you can use your bonus action to make a third attack.
Yes, I will.
And there's a third dude.
Dude, I feel like Asena runs in and just Captain America these guys, like roundhouse kicks, punch, and like whatever this last one's gonna be.
The chair. Give him the chair.
I mean, I was gonna throw this desk at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say kick the desk at him or something. Oh my gosh, yes.
Give him the desk.
Do you have improvised weapon on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
a desk is an
yeah.
improvised weapon.
Yeah,
Roll
this
it.
thing would be huge.
And he's at disadvantage because of the fear effect. Whoosh. He's not knocked out, but he is under the desk. If you have a focus point, you can spend it to attack again. Otherwise, John can go for the finish.
I think I already had to have spent the focus point.
I'm pretty sure you're out. If you're
Yeah,
not out,
He's out, but I think
Oh,
you have to
you can
spend
spend it.
before
No,
you
you
No,
can
I
choose
spend
spend
it.
one. I spend
you
one
can-
focus point for 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah,
yeah,
you can do
that's
it.
fine. You can do it retroactively. That's fine if you want to make a second one.
Okay.
Punch
Now you
this
already
guy.
kicked the desk on him. What are you hitting him with now? How are you doing this?
I was gonna punch him. That was cool,
Okay.
but
the people's elbow.
Roll an unarmed attack.
25. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, because of the fear effect, he rolls a 2, and after he gets hit against the desk, he just looks up at you. And all 3 of them are knocked unconscious.
perfect. Now we steal their clothes. Very magical.
All right, so clothes stealing ensues. You only need 2 outfits. Whose outfits are you going to take?
I'm
We
gonna
need
pick
3
this
outfits.
guy's. What?
Well, here's the thing. You're gonna be Andy Griffith. I'm gonna be Johnson B. Linden, and then Chester and Dargan are gonna have to like pilot Dr. Geriatric.
Oh yeah.
Or
Maybe-
you could leave them in the bathroom.
Oh. Wait, no, we can't because Dargan's gonna eat these guys. How are we gonna keep him away from these 3
If
succulent
we
people?
tell him not to eat them, he won't eat them.
Oh. That's worked so far, I suppose. Just tell him to start with the chairs if he has to consume anything.
As you're discussing this, you hear a knock at the door.
No way.
Lieutenant
You
Colonel,
lied.
sir, is everything all right in there?
Oh right, the noise.
You gotta be him. I'm a girl.
And John's gonna turn into John didn't be Linden.
Okay. He's not opening the door. He just knocked on it.
Yeah, but John didn't be Linden's gonna crack the door open.
Okay.
And in John didn't be Linden's best authoritative, like snidey voice, he's gonna go off on. First of all, when John sees this person, do they look like a corporal, a private? Like, are they similar rank or lower rank? I heard sir, so I'm assuming lower. Are you muted? Yeah, I think you're muted.
Plus 1
Yes.
XP. I opened the door for you. It's a soldier. Full
Perfect,
military gear.
Oh, John has just seen this guy in his authoritative stance when we opened the door and people were calling him crazy. So John's just going to use that biting senator-like anger and go all corporal on this guy and tell him that this is a very important meeting and, you know, not to disturb them until they're done.
Roll an performance check with the actor feat, right? Does John have the actor feat? I forget.
No.
How weird.
No.
Oh well, roll a performance check.
Oh, damn. Oh, make a save against my aura of fear.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
You see 15, please.
I
Damn.
rolled exactly a 15.
Did you, though? Yeah,
I
you
did. I kind of did.
Yep, that is a DC 15. Okay, so he knows how to hold his own against this supernaturally gifted senator. John is gonna just do this actor thing that you asked of him. Oh, okay. That would just be a charisma check with half my
Mhm.
proficiency because of Jack of all trades, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, here we go. I'm just gonna. Here we go. A 14. A 13. Ooh.
Yes, sir. I'll be here on patrol. And the soldier does not go back all the way around to the end of the hall where he was. He's now directly by the door. But he did leave you alone. You can shut the door again if you'd like.
Can John actually, before I shut the door, have him use his hard light disguise in order to have his camera go up above the door and kind of give them a little like bird's eye lookout? Yeah. And then John's just gonna leave it there when he
Glancing
closes
down
the
the
door.
hallway, you can tell that there are 3 more soldiers,
Oh my god.
all of them guarding various doors.
What the heck? Oh my gosh, wait. Can you point out which ones the doors are?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Because I see these things, but is there doors down here?
Nope. After
Oh,
all,
I see
this
right
is
there.
this is the vault where
No,
the
I
thing
know.
was.
That's why I was surprised.
These are the guns,
Yeah.
and there's a door all the way over here.
And that's wherever we would get in and out. That's
Mhm.
this thing. Oh my
Yep.
gosh. And then there's something over here. Okay.
This door leads out to the yard, to the rest of the base.
Okay, John's gonna close the door. He's gonna go back in the room and close the door,
Mhm.
leaving the camera out there to be able to look out.
You can see Dargan is dragging this body closer to the wall.
No. Wait a minute. John's gonna look at Asena and do the tapping head thing.
Yes?
We need to do that again. There's 4 guards out here. They are guarding doors, and I'm almost positive I know which one Hank McCarthy's in.
Okay.
I'm also going to tell you right now, soldiers are not suits you can just walk in and cinematic combat out. They're going to be much tougher.
What,
You probably don't want to get in a protracted fight. Go ahead.
what does that have to do with me hiding the dark and hiding the bodies?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess nothing. I just wanted us to go out there and kick some butt or sneak by these people and then, get our
With
magic.
with our outfits?
With our new outfits, yes.
Okay.
But first, mate, I found the thing. I didn't want to interrupt you like I usually do. So it was locate not object. Sorry, locate person. Boom, locate creature.
Oh, yeah.
So I would like to know where he is.
All right. You cast locate creature, and because you've knocked down literally everything in the way, you have located Hank McCarthy. He's here.
Oh, he's in the next room. We almost found him. Well, sounds good. We'll lock this door up. I guess we'll go back the way we came.
I've locked the
Crap.
door, but if you need me to unlock it, I'll just unlock it, okay?
Understandable. Asena, I know we just went through so much to get here, but I think Hank McCarthy is on the other side of the armory door.
Okay.
So we either need to make a distraction out in the hallway so people who are watching him will go check it out, and then we grab him from behind, or we just knock down the door, grab him, and run.
Or we just walk in as the military people.
That's a good idea as well.
I mean, we'll just hide these guys in the bathroom, which is what Dargan was doing before you yelled at him to stop.
You know, in my defense, I thought he was going to eat them. So just a little bit worried. Was taking them somewhere to devour.
Because if not, then we have to figure out how to get through that safe door again.
No, I think you're right. This is a good plan. I believe. Did you find any identification on the other two to see who they are?
Well, I
Yeah,
put
it's
their clothes on.
Dr. Trick, Jerry Trick, middle name A.
Oh God.
And Captain Stone, first name Flint.
Ah, nice. Yeah, so we just collect their IDs, their wallets, their
Mhm.
money, and we just make sure that we know how to best impersonate them.
Well, you've only known them for like 30 seconds, but you heard them a little bit, so you should be able to at least somewhat pull it off. Who is disguised as who? John, you're just go ahead, Asena.
I'm this one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Andy
Captain
Griffith
Stone.
or Captain Stone, and I'll
Captain
be
Stone.
Johnson.
Okay. Linden. Last name Linden.
Well, yeah, but I was
First name
on a
Johnson.
first name basis with him, so
Okay. All right. With your pets stowed and the room, I assume, restored to not being knocked up all over the place,
Yeah.
but it gets up again.
we'll just shut this door here
I'm in your face.
and I'll open up this door for you.
Yay.
And there are 4 soldiers in this hallway. What will you do?
You're gonna have to lead the way, because you might look more like that other guy than I do.
Oh, well, I'm also going to use magic to ensure we look like those guys. But,
Oh. Does that count if I open my mouth?
yeah. Oh, yeah. So basically, as you and I are moving through this space, I'm going to be looking at you, and I'm going to make sure that when you open your mouth, your facsimile will also open their mouth. And the nice thing about you actually having their clothes is if anyone touches you, the actual illusion isn't broken because they can see and feel the exact same thing. It's just if they reach up and they find a lot of hair, that might be troublesome. But
So you're
you're stuffing
casting
that under the hat.
voice mod, right?
I'm casting Major Image, which is voice mod on crack.
Hello, I am definitely Captain Stone. I am not Asena. I repeat, I am not Asena.
It's terrifying. Do it again.
No. And then
I was
is your
thinking something more like this.
Ooh. Ooh. You know, that's kind of giving me
Destroy, destroy.
vibes.
To be fair, I don't know what it sounds like.
Which
I was
voice are you?
thinking of going this route. Maybe we could just, get him to do what we want by forcing.
That one's too scary. This one's too robot.
Well, I tend to think this is what we should go with. Yes, exactly. This is the right one that we will use in order to make sure that we can get them to do exactly what we want, when we want, and how we want. Don't you agree, Asena?
It doesn't make any sense.
Is that so much
I
funnier
like
in
it.
that voice?
I'm just clicking on random buttons.
I like to think that you're calibrating the spell, and so Asena and you are talking, and your voices just literally keep changing back and forth.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm so glad that you figured it out.
The soldier who's on the other side of the door is just like, what are they doing in there?
And it's at that exact moment that the door opens. And the two who are not in the bathroom leave.
You should be able to walk through that door. Let me know if you can't walk through that door.
Whoop, I can walk through that door.
Well, John, all 3 of the other soldiers failed their save against your fear aura, meaning that they'll have disadvantage to see through any disguises.
Yes, yes.
And it's good enough that any soldier you're not directly trying to go into their door is just going to go ahead and give you a salute and try not to
Move
make eye
along.
contact.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to see through our illusion, they have to beat a DC 19 investigation check.
Okay. Well, feel free to
And then-
walk all the way down to the end of the hall, should you so desire.
Thank you very much. We will do just that. We have important army business to attend to.
Nobody's asking you. The only person you have to deal with is this guy who's guarding the door.
Now, part of me wants to just go into random doors that are, not guarded and
there's
just
stuff
see
in
what we
here.
find.
There is stuff in here.
Oh man, that's
Maybe-
you got to talk me out of it. We need to go get McCarthy, right? We can't stop for anything else. God, what a crazy world we're living in, where John's asking Asena permission not to go off and do something crazy.
Don't do anything crazy. This doesn't sound like a cop.
Alrighty then.
Are you cops? Because you have to tell me if you're cops. It's the rules.
Yes, ma'am. I'll stay on target.
Lieutenant Corporal, sir.
At ease, soldier.
He looks at you as if nervous and he wants to say something, but then he doesn't. And the door does not seem to be locked.
Okay. And John is absolutely just gonna, without another word, just nod and push on in.
Head on in. A
What
soldier
am I looking at?
waits nervously in an office. A secretary sits down at a desk, going through some notes and ignoring the soldier. He's busy, Lieutenant Corporal.
Right, it's urgent business from the top, ma'am. We have to get in there directly.
He is the top Lieutenant Corporal. If he needs to see you, I'm sure that you can just wait right here. He currently is speaking with somebody. Top secret business.
John is. This is a soldier, and this is a secretary.
Correct.
Now, the soldier you said we'd have to knock out normally, but the secretary we could try to cinematically take care of
Mhm.
in a very so. If John was able to, close the door behind them
Mm-hmm.
and then position Asena next to the buff soldier and position John next to the slightly less buff secretary, we might be able to just turn this into a hiya sneak attack and then just move on where we need to go.
You could absolutely go for that.
John looks at Asena, gives her the "we're doing this" nod, and he moves into position to do his best Falcon nerve pinch.
Okay. You absolutely take them by surprise. You're going to have one round of actions to go ahead and do whatever you need to do. Again, Asena, this is a combatant. They cannot simply be knocked out, but you have caught them by surprise. So, John, go ahead and roll your attack.
And that means advantage, right? With surprise.
Correct.
All right. And with surprise. Now, it's not that I can make an unarmed strike attack. It just we're looking for the attack roll, right? Like a skill check kind of a thing.
Make the
Or
attack.
making an athletics check.
Make the unarmed strike attack if you've got it on your sheet.
Okay. An 18.
Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Damn it.
Yes. Yes. Falcon
She-
nerve pinch. Falcon nerve pinch.
As you go for the nerve pinch, she reaches under the desk to grab something and then thud falls over.
Ooh.
And you see that she grabbed a syringe.
Oh my god.
I take it.
Okay.
I take.
Asena,
not,
go
like, not like take it. I mean, I take hold of it and put it away.
yeah, you add it to your
We got
inventory,
you.
not your blood system. I get it. Asena,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a volley of attacks with advantage, including sneak attack.
Nice. Alrighty, let me turn those things on. We got a 1 and a 2. Oh god.
The first one misses. It's a soldier in full combat gear. The second one hits him, smacking him for a total of 14 damage. As you can see, his health bar didn't move very much. You can bonus action to attack again, of course.
I will.
No sneak attack, but you do get advantage on this.
I'll burn a focus.
All right, go for it. All right, those are both absolutely hits. Kapow, 12 points of damage. Kapow, 12 points of damage. This soldier is now bruised. Not bloodied because you're not fighting to kill, but bruised. Roll for initiative.
How dare you?
Are you okay?
It's the only
I've been
man
muted this
voice I
whole
could
time.
find.
Yes, you have. No wonder we've been getting so much done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Bods, roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Holy pants! I got a 30. Holy pants! You got a natural 20.
Okay, John, go ahead.
Oh wow.
What do you do?
John is gonna rush forward. Well, he's gonna lay her down gently in the seat so she doesn't end up propping up and touching the thing. And he's gonna rush over, and we're trying to do this without getting anybody. So he's going to grab this guy and make sure that he's holding him to where Asena can he's gonna like restrain this guy so that way Asena can like flank him and like just beat him to death.
Roll an opposed athletics check. I got a 14.
You got a 14. Well, suck on my 24, baby.
Okay. You run up and you hold him while Asena punches him. Asena, all your attacks are still made with advantage.
And the first one's a
I get
sneak
to go
attack.
again?
It is. The first one is a sneak attack.
John's like, hey, look, I can't do this, but you can. Here you go.
Okay, so I get to go again.
Yep, it's your turn again. Before the soldier who got like a 4 on initiative.
Yeah.
Those 2 hits
How's he
knocked
looking
him out.
now?
Knocked out.
Tunk, tunk. We drag him under the desk.
Okay.
I think we get this chair and we cover the door.
That too. I'll drag
You
him
wanna
under the
jam
desk.
this?
You,
At the
you-
desk.
Ooh, okay. Well, here we gotta pick it up. You are amazingly strong, and me slightly angel strong, and we'll lift it up so it doesn't scrape against the floor, and we'll put it in front of the door.
Yes,
After we
he's
just
quiet.
we'll lock it.
Oh yeah. Where'd you find that? Oh.
Joe is fabricating a desk. My God, look at him. Such
From-
poise, such elegance, such grace.
There's a desk now.
Glorious. And we stack the chairs on top of the desk and position it and wedge it to what's going to be
Hi,
most
Matt. I'll get
difficult.
some chairs too.
I theater of the mind. We understand. There's a bunch of crap in the way.
Okay.
Yeah, can we like make it a pile?
Never mind. Make it a pile.
You formed the
A pile.
barricade. Barricade is formed.
Gloria.
Can I
It looks like a blanket. Can you get a blanket, put a blanket over it, and just finish this fort?
Asena's gonna like do a throwback.
Oh.
See if she can meld all this wood together.
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah. No, you can do that.
Oh,
I can't
it's
remember
been like
what I
50
rolled for that.
episodes.
You just
It
do at
has
this
been.
point. You're like 11.
Like
you're level
70.
11 now, so you just do it.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
You'll
I
only roll
assume
the
the
post
door's
check if
not
somebody else
wood,
tries.
but
No, this door's wood.
oh, okay. Well,
Most doors in
I'm
those
just
days were wood.
I'm melting it all together.
Yeah, the
Okay.
walls, the door, the desk, the chair. This spoon. John throws a wooden spoon in there.
Just -1 spoon.
Alrighty, are you ready for Segomo?
I'm ready.
Are you gonna personate him again, or
Nah. I think this should be we'll have these two. Well, actually, secretary might work. Nah, it won't work. Let's just bust in there as us.
Okay. No disguises. You're going in.
Well, gosh, but I mean, he's gonna know. Look at the wood thing. He's gonna know it's us.
we're
like,
going in?
yeah, we gotta.
Just hope that we're going into him and not some other goons.
The door is locked.
Oh my gosh, I have a perfect idea.
Is there a key in the desk?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Upon a search, the secretary has the key.
Perfect. Asena, I
What's
have
your
an idea.
idea?
Well,
What's your
as soon as
idea?
we get in there, we know on the other side of that wall is the place we need to be. And
Mm-hmm.
you can dimension door, and I can dimension door. So if we walk in there and we
We
dimension
can't
door,
dimension door.
do you
Maybe you
mean?
can.
You can't dimension
We
door?
haven't slept.
Oh, you already dimension door today?
We did at the same time while we yelled dimension door.
That's right, but I didn't. Oh, I haven't slept. You're right. Well, sorry. I can do that multiple times. I didn't realize that wasn't a thing you couldn't do again.
Well, you don't need me if you can do it again.
But I could only do one person at a time. I'd have to shuttle you guys kind of like, that'd be weird. I think we would just grab his hand and be gone. And then he'd be like, what the heck was that? And, you know,
We can planar slip.
Your planar slip without any additional juice will just let you teleport. With additional
But
juice,
what
you can
about-
bring one person.
but what about our babies?
They're in the bathroom. We'll teleport to the bathroom and take the secret passage out.
But not if I use a teleportation circle. Oh, wait, no, we can just use dimension door, I guess. And then you slip. But wait a minute. But how are you going to make a slip right over there?
What do you mean?
Wouldn't we just go to the astral plane if you slipped us?
No, she has
No,
her
I can
planar
only-
slip ability where she like teleports and blows up everything
It's
in the
30
room.
feet.
Oh, so we would just leave a shit mess for him to have to clean up later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, great. That's the perfect idea.
The door is no
Oh, wait.
longer locked.
One last thing. John's going to leave one of the business cards on top of the desk.
Okay.
And also a business card on the naked guy, Jerry. That makes the most
Okay.
sense. Everywhere that they did their villainous deeds, they leave a business card.
You
All
know, the general's gonna know we're not the action team.
But what if the action team hired?
Sure.
Also, what if we made ourselves look like the action team? You're going to do a slipstream, just like the fast guy. That's it. I'll make you look like the fast guy, and I'll look like one of the big strong ones. It's perfect.
Okay.
We do that.
Okay.
Do that.
You are now disguised as it's not Bulk. No, one you could be disguised as Bulk.
Skull. I think Skull,
Skull.
and
Mm-hmm.
Bulk or Skull. I don't care. Whatever. Bulk or Skull, and then
Mm-hmm.
the Scarlet Speedster, whatever their actual name is.
Let me pull up the action bunch. Let's see there. Not firepower. That's the one with the blasting abilities.
No,
Not-
it's
not Quirk.
Ooh, not Quirk. Not Quirk. Oh, where are they?
I'm having trouble finding them.
Me too. I don't even see Skull in here.
Skull's definitely in here, but might be.
Oh
hidden
yeah,
from
I do
you.
see Skull. You're right. What the heck? Why is it the only one we can't find? They have the
Where's
weird
our-
looking
where's our-
model.
Oh wait, hold on. Alacrity. Alacrity was in the wrong folder.
Oh,
Yep.
there we are. Okay, there it is. Alacrity. Perfect.
Alacrity's the speedster.
Yeah. Great.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time since we dealt with the action bunch. All right, feel free to open the door.
Oh God.
There, sitting at the desk, behind his desk, quiet, not a single extra thread on his suit, looking calmly through his glasses, hands folded in front of him, is General Lucidius Segomo. And seated on a chair in front of him is Hank McCarthy. You've opened the door. What do you do?
Should we just jump through the door and do a pose?
Yes.
Action bunch song and dance?
Action, one song and dance, and then we grab and go.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep, good call.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Now hold on a
Why
moment here.
couldn't-
That's not how you. Is that how you treat a guest?
Why can't I roll my natural 20 here?
Oh no.
It is what you pretty much need in order to beat General Segomo here. You got a 19.
Well, I got
10.
it.
I got a 10.
All right. John, disguised as Bulk, you go first. What do you do?
Oh man.
Do we get to do our song and dance before? So we can jump out together and be like the action squad.
You can jump out together if you want.
Yeah.
We're just jumping
In
right
the
in.
door.
Okay, go ahead and push yourselves through the door. Do your pose.
There we go. Okay.
I'm full of action. I said that as a man.
and she did because of the illusion.
Yep.
And I'm here too, stronger than ever, as a girl.
Okay.
And we
Are you gonna do anything else?
yes, because we need to. Okay. That's probably not gonna work, but man, that would be nice if it did. Okay, mate, question.
Mm-hmm.
So normally with that dimension door thing, you can bring a willing creature with you, but it's normally
Correct.
supposed to be one. Can I spend an inspiration to have two?
Yeah.
Cool. I do that. Don's gonna
Okay.
drop inspiration in order to make sure that he is gonna grab Asena and he's gonna drag her over with him. He's gonna now keep the two of them and then dimension door.
Okay. So you just walk up, grab Hank by the scruff as the general is sitting there looking up at the two of you. And then you flash away to through the astral plane in the blink of an eye. And Asena, as you're flashing through the astral plane, just for a briefest moment, something unusual happens. There is a moment when you begin the transition over. There's the moment that you're in between two places in the astral, and then there's the moment that you're on the other side. In that first moment,
No.
you become aware that you are not alone in this room. Phased similarly between dimensions are three figures wearing very sophisticated high-tech armor. The same figures that killed the Coriander agents and destroyed the briefcase to seize the flesh of Kur.
Oh no.
What?
And then they're gone. And so are you as you transition through the astral plane into the room beyond.
Oh,
Do
my.
I know what they look like? I mean, John would only know what they look like, right?
Because
Oh,
you
no.
used the past reading. How did you guys see them again?
You know, the thing about that is we have this really cool feature on Caches and Castles that the community came up with where you can search keywords in the episode itself in order to make sure that you can pull up that kind of data. And so I'm going to say it's between episode 49 to 73 is probably where that lives.
It might not even be. It might be in the upper 80s. All right. So for the time being, let us say either you don't know pods or it's not like it's exactly on your mind, but it'll probably, in further discussion, you'll be able to bring John up to speed on it. And it's not like they're following you. You're still faster. Your time dilation that happens when you're in the astral, they don't seem to be affected by it. They were just slightly out of phase in that room. You saw them for the fraction of a second, and then they were gone. And now you are in the room with a very, very confused Hank McCarthy, Dargan, Chester, and a bunch of unconscious army dudes. What do you do?
Let's get out of here.
We leave.
Secret passage now.
Yep. Secret tunnel
Okay.
through the mountain.
Hank, you are safe, Mr. Hank. Come with us.
With me if you want to leave.
How did you find me? Never mind. Let's get out of here.
Yes, exactly.
Are you still in disguise?
I know. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, should we change or are we still the action squad?
We should probably change. That'll drop the illusion.
Oh. I guess that's how.
You didn't really
And-
think the action squad could do this, did you?
It's a nice thought.
Let's go.
You know, I'm only now realizing, Asena, that if we did do a another little whoop-de-woo where we could all transport, we don't really need to go anywhere but the astral plane, right? Couldn't we just take Hank there and make them think that this tunnel leads where we go when actually we're just out of existence?
What?
Instead of
Where are we going?
we could just go to the astral plane, then we can go anywhere we want. Heck, we could bring
Do
Hank.
we need to go back to what's his name? Paracelsus?
Yeah, and movie theater. Right? He's still at the movie theater, isn't he?
In the astral plane.
Yeah, so there we go. Perfect.
Oh.
All right, then we do just
I
that.
can only planar slip 30 feet away.
Well, yeah, but just by planar slipping, you'll activate an area to the astral where you can just slip through, right?
The planar slip doesn't do
Oh.
that.
No.
It doesn't?
It doesn't. Not yet. That's
Well,
one
what
of the
if
upcoming
it did
upgrades.
do that? What do you need to make that happen, mate?
What do you have that can do any sort of astral transportation?
Yeah,
What?
it would be like a
Teleport circle?
card.
I mean, yeah, I could do that. I'm wondering, would I
Mhm.
be able to do another dimension door, and then when that happens, we can all just pull through, or does it have to be something that literally pulls us all through, and then we change the destination?
You'd all have to be in the astral plane for it to work.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll go ahead and do one of these. It
Okay.
takes a minute, though.
All right.
Oh, no.
When you teleport down into the sewers and make your swift escape, you find an out of the way place, and all too not a moment too soon, for very shortly afterwards you can hear soldiers breaking their way down, having discovered this passageway right under their noses, completely ignorant of it up until now. The long shadow of General Segomo stretches upon the walls, and you can hear the fluttering of a crow's wings searching through the tunnels. And it is just as it's about to round the corner that you finish invoking the glyph, and Asena is able to tear apart the astral conduit created by the spell, stranding all of you deliberately in the infinite silver sea. Hank is now floating there. His hat starts to float off, and he grabs it and puts it on. I'll be damned.
Right?
First time?
Been a
Hank
while since
McCarthy?
I've had to say that.
Welcome to the universe. And John just kind of like holds the back of his back and like just spreads out to like everywhere in the infinite expanse of the astral plane.
You've all got
We're putting
excellent
together a
timing.
team. Oh,
Sorry, I was just saying you've got good timing. I don't know how much longer things would have lasted. That the good general is everything you said he is and more.
right? Terrible bastard.
We shouldn't
Yeah,
have
just-
trusted him.
Well, that's hindsight's 2020, but we really didn't have another choice.
Let's focus on the choices we have now. Where do we go from here?
You're not going to believe this. Like I was saying, we're putting together a team, Mr. McCarthy, and you remember that organization that was hunting me down that wanted me caught dead or otherwise because they thought that I broke the laws of reality and were going to crush the entire existence of this world-ending dragon? Well, it turns out they really do kind of suck. But there's one person, maybe two, that doesn't suck. We met them, and they helped us figure out how to get you. And we're going to go make a new Coriander Society. So would you like to be a founding member of the secret society?
I'm going to need to hear a little bit more about this.
We have 4 to
Pencil-
24 hours.
Pencil me in as a yes, and let's talk.
And then
Asena's
we
going
talk.
to hand Hank some popcorn.
That's a good. Oh, that's got to be so stale by now. We can finally take our rest.
You can take a short rest if you'd like.
Where's Rocco? And Asena, how far is Rocco?
Rocco counts as somewhere familiar, so you're going to need to fly at least, I think, 2d4 hours before you get there.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, but there could be 2 hours though because
It
it's
could be.
it's low.
It could be. Each of you roll a d4 and we'll see what happens.
Okay, roll low.
I've been rolling 3s all night. Ooh, damn! We did it.
Okay, Rocco's only 2 hours away. Congratulations.
Nice. Perfect.
A short 2-hour float through the astral plane, and you find a rock and
And now we rest.
John, Asena,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a rock.
No, this is Rocco.
Like we were telling you on the way over. Keep up, McCarthy. I know that you've been your ass knocked
Rocco's
around
not
lately,
a
but-
rock.
I mean,
He's an
Rocco
asteroid.
is a rock, but like more than a rock. Rocco's like the rock, but not the rock. That's an entirely different individual. We don't want to be moving into that realm of things. It's our taxi. It's our space taxi.
Got it. Who's the cabbie?
Welcome,
Me.
my taxi. Yeah, it's just saying it's taxi. It is a saying it's taxi.
It's fine. I'm the one
Hmm.
that got us here. It's my taxi.
You don't
But
seem
I
like
have
the type
stock
to
in
have
the
a
taxi.
medallion, but I'm going to trust you.
What's a medallion?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, now I'm gonna worry about it.
Yeah, only worry a little about it.
So
I'm
Hank, how come you're not dead?
Or worse.
Our mutual friend wanted to talk quite a bit while I was in protective custody. It didn't take me long to piece together bit by bit that he had some idea of my alternative allegiance outside of the department.
Mm.
Once I cottoned to that, I figured anybody who knows a thing or two about that knows a thing or two about a few other things that they ought not to know about. And that was when I realized that I was in the very den of the beast. I don't think he got much out of me. He's a devious man, whose eyes just like that bird he keeps around, looking straight into your soul. I didn't say a
Bird
word.
can
But
see souls.
I didn't tell him anything, but I get the impression he's good at reading between the lines.
He might know it wasn't the action squad.
I mean, we left the cards. That's
You're right.
It's a good
We
start.
left 9 cards.
We did leave actually 12 cards.
You know, if it was only 9, I'd be afraid, but an even dozen, I'm sure that'll do the job.
Oh yeah, exactly. And look, I looked really strong. You looked really fast. You know, that's
She doesn't just look it.
what?
She doesn't just look fast. She is fast. I've seen how you move.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, we were pretending to
am
be the action
fast.
squad at the time. Exactly. Blazing fast. Better than dial-up. Now that we found Rocco, we'll just make sure that we concentrate on where, as we were saying, McCarthy, when you're in this place, you have to concentrate. You can't actually float, move, or, you know, propel physically here. You got to use your brain. And so we find this rock. We just look like a piece of space dust here, and then we can fly around uninterrupted. Because aside from us, there's giant evil toads that'll eat your brains. There's angels. There's devils. There's all kinds of crap flying around here.
We're on the angel side, so don't worry.
We're on the angel side, yeah.
Hmm.
We're also not in the devil's side, but you know what? We're on the angel side predominantly.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's Korgamas. No.
Oops, all Korgamas. Well,
And we spend a lot of time catching Hank up on exactly what
mhm.
has been happening with the world ending stuff and the Coriander stuff and the secret Coriander stuff.
Okay. It's a journey of several hours before you arrive outside the color pool that leads to the Panopticon, the interdimensional theater, the neutral ground from which Paracelsus plies his trade. It's an uneventful journey of multiple hours, during which time you have enough time to take a short rest. You have to focus, so no long rest yet, but you can take your short rest, and you can do a decent job of catching Agent McCarthy up to speed. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and enter the theater.
My short rest button doesn't do anything.
It should recover your focus points. Did it recover your
We
focus points?
jury-rigged the crap out of that character sheet. I don't think we'd put that character sheet in the character mancer. So
Hold on. I can help. Hold on a second. I can do this. Where's the focus points? Here, I can fix it. Hold on. There we go. Reset on short rest. Okay, click it again.
Ooh,
Watch this.
nifty.
Ah!
Whoa!
Nice,
That's
Matt.
cool.
I don't know how to do that because I don't run
I can
player
teach you.
characters.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Back in the interdimensional theater, assuming you go in. Is there anything else you wanted to cover before you go in?
Does everybody have enough popcorn?
So much popcorn.
It's in the lobby, and as soon as he sees it, he's gonna just go ahead and tip his hat to you, Asena, and say, "Excuse me while I re-up real fast."
He's
When he's
good.
done, he's all puffed up because he's hiding popcorn literally everywhere. This man hasn't eaten since the last time we saw him.
He gets a bag, he
Probably.
puts on some salt and pepper, a little bit of the cheese dust.
Little man. Ooh.
Somehow he never seems to get sticky orange fingers. It's just, part of his character. He's that
Wow.
cool.
Superpower.
And he'll walk with you into the theater where that old-timey projector is still running. There's no movie on. It's just sort of... Paracelsus is sitting down right in the front with a fresh bag of popcorn. And he's just sort of tossing them and catching them in his mouth.
Nice. What's his success rate?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Dexterity isn't his best skill, but, he's pulling it off pretty well.
Nice.
75%. Oh, welcome
hey,
back.
Barry.
Hey, buddy.
How
And
are
as
the
you walk-
patches coming along?
As you're walking down, the projector screen switches to show the inside of the theater, just like it did last time. As if the
Yep.
camera's back there somehow, even though there is no camera.
This chamber has no camera and no camera.
Agent McCarthy, good to see you. John, have you had the opportunity to speak to our new recruit?
Yes, they're up to speed, sir. And Hank, what did you think of our proposal now that we're here in front of the big man himself?
Well, I guess that if I'm no stranger to counter-espionage, though I didn't expect to be taking it on exactly this scale.
We need you, Hank. We can't pull this off without someone of your skills. We only know one other person in the entire organization that we can apparently trust. And we haven't even met him.
But before we do any of that, and Paracelsus is going to gesture Hank over and pulls out a flask from inside his fine coat and offers it to the government agent. It's a little kip of something that I brewed up earlier. Hank glances over at it, unscrews it, gives it a whiff, glances over at you, John, and Asena, raises an eyebrow suspiciously.
John
What?
gives him a nod.
All right. Not breaking eye contact now that he's looked at the two of you. He looks back over at Paracelsus, takes a sip, puts it down. It's no moonshine. Quite right. Hank McCarthy, are you in the service of Ichak, the Violet Flame, the Muse of War, or any agent of the Pact Malefic? No. Paracelsus waits for a moment, moves a hand over, sort of waves it around nearby Hank McCarthy, and then taps him with the back of his hand. Ah, no combustion! Excellent.
Was that an explosive truth serum you just fed my associate?
For the sake of simplification, let's say yes.
That's dangerous, but effective.
Bringing an agent of the Muse of War into our innermost designs would be more dangerous, I think.
You're not wrong.
Sure.
Well,
Well-
thank goodness you didn't change sides, McCarthy.
We told you could trust him.
You did. And in making good on your word, I know now I can trust you. From this day forward, we are going to be the only secure and verified cell of the Coriander Society. It's going to fall to us to find out who else we can trust, how far the efforts of the enemy have gone, and to work against them, against a foe that could be anywhere, inside anyone's mind, across any world. Fortunately, you're no stranger to this sort of thing, so I think that we've got decent odds.
As do I. And just to make sure we're all on the same page here, Paracelsus, was the only other person we could trust the person that we just brought into the room, or is there one more yet undiscovered person within the previous Coriander Society that we can make good on?
There's one man whose word is utterly infallible, whose morals and virtue and sense of honor brook no doubt whatsoever. And he's vouched for the two of you, and that's good enough for me.
Okay, so it's just George. All right.
Just George?
Oh no, I was hoping it was someone as of yet discovered so we could bring them into the fold, but St. George's pretty busy on his own, not his own world, but the world he's come to call his own.
Well, I mean, technically he hasn't been part of the society for a very, very long time, but as one of the founding members, he does have an honorary lifetime membership, and given that he seems to be immortal...
Honorary life.
And a life of
yeah,
honor. Odd how that
But
works.
exactly. But he did say that should we need him, we'd be able to call upon him. So though he wouldn't be, officially set up, just like he's not an official agent, I'm sure we could sign him on for some contract work.
Yes, quite. Especially if it involves dragons. Now, I need to take your word. All of you.
How are you going to take our words? Are you going to eat them?
I was going to say, you're not hiding a bunch of cold ice muscles underneath that vest there, are you?
We will consume the words if they are offered to us.
Was that Dargan?
That was Dargan, yeah.
You can eat words?
We have not yet tried.
Well, try this one. One. Did you eat it?
We taste nothing.
Oh. Do you have to taste it to eat it?
We feel nothing. Words are not tasty.
We can talk to Ben about it.
All right, then. John Carmichael. Asena.
It's just Asena.
Just Asena. Hank McCarthy. I need your oath that you will support and defend Earth and its magical heritage and this cosmos that we share against all foes, that you will bear truth and allegiance to the ancient order of the manna that fell from heaven, that you take this oath under no duress, that you know the dangers that you face, of the mind, body, and soul, that you will perish rather than betray that trust, and that you will keep secret the ancient ways and lore of the Coriander Society.
A bit modified, but it's been a long time since I've heard that oath. Yes, I can't speak to my associates, but John Carmichael accepts this. However, on one condition. I want you to drink the same thing you gave McCarthy, and Asena here gets to flick you on the temple when you make the same oath as us. You said yourself it'd be terrible if an agent of Yichak was among us.
Yeah, that could like be part of the initiation.
Agreed. We can all take it.
Cheers, then. And he passes it over to you.
Did he take a bit first?
He hasn't yet.
John gives him the stink eye, like, if you don't do this immediately, he opens his jacket, exposing his rather large gun, and then he takes a sip before passing it to Asena.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw 14.
Okay. Your sinuses are burning and your throat is now completely numb,
Oh, good.
but you do not burst into flames.
Oh, good. I just
Asena.
downed a bunch of Vicks vapor rub.
Yes.
Do you take on this oath and this charge?
Am I supposed to like give a speech or I just say yes?
No, that's just John.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Great. Have a drink.
I will drink it.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. A 15. Your sinuses are very much inflamed and you can barely feel your throat, but you're a little tougher out there than John is.
I'm more super tough than John.
You feel absolutely nothing with your iron constitution. You completely no-sell it as if it was water.
I must be pretty good.
We already knew that.
Hank said, I've had my fill of that particular spirit, but I've said it once and I've said it again. I'm here for the long haul. Yes. Paracelsus says, oh, good. Very good. Excellent. Now, before I undertake this sacred charge unto myself, there is one last piece of business that must be tended to. We are forming a new metaplanar and perhaps the only true cell of a society that dates back to the early days of human civilization on Earth. Which means we need a new name for this cell.
Are you pausing for suggestions or?
Yes.
I mean, Papaya Tree Society has a really nice ring to it.
I don't know what is... The symbolism of the papaya tree doesn't particularly ensconce the values and esoteric nature and world's pivoting importance.
You picked cilantro the first time. I mean, how different can this be?
Do I need to give the speech again? That man, when in the desert, when the Israelites were going to starve, they received a divine miracle in the form of manna, which appeared to them like the seed of the coriander plant. It has long been a symbol of miracles and of secret
And imagine if
knowledge.
they received a giant mango-sized melon thing that made them feel good, tasted lovely, and also slightly resembled something that everyone likes. So I think that would be a rather fond memory for starting a brand new society from the ashes of something that had been tainted.
Right, I'm imagining that, and that's nice, but that didn't actually happen, so it loses some of the mythic significance.
Okay, well then what actually happened here? Are we the Popcorn Society? Did we just become
I
the
do
popcorn
No,
think-
society?
we're not. We are the Coriander Society. We are forming a new cell, and every cell has a code name. All right.
Oh.
Our team, our particular group, of which I will be your handler, now has. We're forming a new cell of the society.
Can we
Last
call
name's-
it papaya?
Why would we call it papaya? We could call it the Excalibur cell. We could call it the Metatron.
Well- If you think about it, papaya tree sounds like society, so it's kind of a code word.
Exactly.
I vote no.
Is this a democracy or is this a monarchy of the handler? What are you looking at here?
Given that we are all founding members, the official charter of the society indicates that the founding members all get a say. I vote no on papaya tree. I vote for the Excalibur cell.
What's an Excalibur?
It's an ancient
She's
legend
got
from-
you on that one.
It's my vote is what it is, Asena.
We
Is
have
that
to be
an
more
Earth
inclusive.
thing? Are you being? Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
being?
you're being Earthist,
partial to
Terranist,
Earth.
yeah.
Do not shame me and do not lecture me. You may vote how you please.
You know, the
Okay,
unfortunate
well, you
thing
know,
is Excalibur Society is like, you know, when you start a new
No,
game, and
Excalibur
it comes out
cell,
with a template.
not society cell.
Okay, the Excalibur cell.
Excalibur
Excalibur is
cell.
like that's the template to all places. When it's like, oh, let's name our ship Excalibur, let's name our boat Excalibur, let's name this. Excalibur is always something that
Excalibur
pops up
cell.
saying, I have no creativity. I'm just gonna pop the first cool thing that comes into my head, and then everyone deletes it and puts something else instead. No, we can't do Excalibur. Sorry, Mr. Alchemist, but we have a grand idea for the cell.
Yeah, maybe if you had like a better story as to what Excalibur was, except for it's just my pick, then I'd be like more partial to pick it because it was like cool. It doesn't sound very cool.
I'd like both of you to roll persuasion checks, please.
Better a persuasion check than a wisdom save.
An 8 from Asena and a 19 from John. Excalibur was a sword bequeathed to Arthur Pendragon by the ancient fairies of Britain, which is very much in accordance with the preservation of the magical heritage of Earth when the forces supernatural bestowed upon mortals the power necessary to defend their home from evil. Hank
You
leans
should have
over.
led with that.
Hank leans over to John and says, "You got one of these tapia fruits?"
John's looking. Hold on. Cat, if you ever loved me, I need you in this dire moment of need as John reaches into his bag. Going one.
But it's whether they want it or not.
It's true. It's true. Jack, I just decided, you know what? Excalibur actually does sound good. You're both actually. There we go. Blessed be the day that chat shows up with that fruit. I'm looking
Excalibur's
for
about
a
dragons. I
papaya
love
tree.
that.
Excalibur is about dragons. Asena, are you changing your vote?
No.
Okay, so you're voting for the papaya tree cell.
Wait a second.
What's
Is
your
a
vote?
papaya tree from Earth?
A papaya, well, the ones that I know are from Earth, but I'm sure there's other papaya trees elsewhere. Just like there's apples in other places.
Yeah, Yord
There's
has
papaya
apples
trees
and
on Yord.
oranges and stuff. They probably have papayas somewhere.
That's more inclusive than Excalibur Earth.
I've
forward.
met papayas on at least 7 worlds I've been to, so it's pretty out there. That fruit gets around, if you know what I mean.
Asena, roll a perception check, please.
Okay. I feel like I am like 50 years old, like trying to read a piece of paper and I can't see it.
Also, we have extra juice as an inspiration. Could we give this papaya extra juice and make it like the best papaya?
that was supposed
an
to be
inspiration,
metaphorical
isn't it?
juice, not actual juice.
No,
So,
no.
Asena,
This is
Extra
the
juice.
juice.
Like, you know, if you're using your planar slip ability, it only works on you, but with some
that
extra
kinda
juice, it can work for
juice.
somebody else. So, Asana, you just happen to notice Hank wiping his mouth with the sleeve of his classic G-Man trench coat. Pretty tasty.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I figure we've sort of got a horticultural thing going with this entire ancient organization, right? I'd be ashamed to break from that tradition. I'm voting for the
That's true.
papaya thing.
Yeah.
Paracelsus looks like frustrated and outraged at John, bewildered at Asena, imploringly at Hank McCarthy. And then his shoulders sag and his frizzy hair sort of flumps over his face, and he just takes a long swig from the flask of mysterious liquid. Very well. We shall be the
All right.
papaya tree cell, and I'm fine with that.
Everyone, prepare your flicker. Toing.
And as he says, I'm fine with that, he coughs and smoke emits from his lungs.
Oh no, does that mean he's bad?
I'm sorry. That last bit was a lie.
Oh, just the
Oh.
last bit?
Yes. If the rest of it was a lie, he
What were
would
you
have
saying
exploded.
again?
Oh, okay.
Papaya Tree
About how
Society,
you,
and
you like
I'm
it?
fine with that name.
Ooh. As he's smoldering from the mouth, John's gonna come over with a card, a laminated and just, you know, lovely fabricated card, and he's gonna hand it to Paracelsus, and it is the coriander cell of papaya tree, but the papaya tree graphic is shaped like a sword and an anvil, so it's a papaya tree with the fruit and all that coming out. But if you look at just the outline of it, it looks like a sword and an anvil.
This is very confusing iconography.
You know, you try to give somebody a little something, something.
I'm an alchemist. That's a compliment. If it's not overly complicated and esoteric, then why are we even bothering with it?
Oh, okay. Well, then there you
This
go.
will be a fine compliment. Let us together. We are going to sort out this muse of war, restore our society, save Earth, and the rest of the multiverse while we're at
And we can always use Excalibur as a code word.
it. Don't patronize me.
Yeah, it could be our password or something. Someone knocks on the door. Hey, welcome to the movie theater. What's the
cell
password?
The cell has spoken. The cell has spoken, and I shall abide by that. And barring anything else that you want on this scene, we can go ahead and give you all a long rest
Yes, please.
and close out. Not tonight's adventure, but the scene in the movie theater.
Yes, yes.
I imagine you see them just like sitting,
Mhm.
eating popcorn.
Yep.
Can Asena turn to Hank?
Mhm.
Have you finished that papaya?
He pulls out. I forget? Do papayas have pits?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Wow.
pulls out the pit and raises his eyebrow.
Can I have it?
Shrugs and hands it over.
I never had a papaya. Guess we'll have to wait since you ate it all.
Go talk to your man with the stash. He's the one who hooked it up. I have to go
Yeah,
find
could
the
I,
tree.
for 1,000 worth of expiration, could I have several papayas? Like 1d4 plus however many you want papayas?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna
That's all
add my
she's gonna
proficiency
do.
bonus.
Hold on a moment. You voted for this and you'd never eaten one of these things?
Oh yeah, I've never been to Earth or
John, you have a whole like bag. One of those bags you get at the grocery store with the mesh, that lets the fruit breathe.
Yes.
It's like our version of Kingdom Hearts, everybody sitting on the shore eating salt, sea salt
Yeah.
ice cream. It's just everybody munching messily on papayas.
Yeah, John starts passing out papayas to everybody.
Paracelsus takes it and just sort of like slumps his head down like a turtle, but it's delicious, so he eats it anyways.
Yes. And we're all watching Scooby-Doo on the movie screen.
John just like gets out his phone and uses it to switch over to Scooby-Doo
Yep.
episodes.
He starts literally casting to the monitor. And then it's just he's explaining to Asena like the whole plot line, and he starts showing all the different iterations of Scooby-Doo, starting with Mr. Ink and moving all the way to a pup named Scooby-Doo.
And I get a papaya tree.
And you get a papaya tree.
Woo!
We rejoin our heroes sometime later, all having had the benefit of a long rest. As the camera pulls away from the leaves of a tree, maybe it's a papaya tree sitting in a pot that Asena brought with her here, but as it moves away from that, it reveals leaves as wide as a grown man's wingspan. Fairy lights floating delicately. Beautiful music echoing throughout the trunks of the enormous and beautiful elven city of Perian. In the throne room of King Indogalad, John and Asena's friend and ally, master of the House of Fluris. All the guards have been dismissed. Only Zuniel, the Drow Drider, actually, secret advisor to the king, and Medwithin, the gray elf Oniromancer, are gathered in this room, taking counsel with John and Asena. At the king's gesture, he brings forth an illusion of his beautiful world and an enormous magical construct floating in orbit, channeling ethereal waves and sending them forth in enormous psychic storms as spelljammers catch that ethereal wind in their sails to travel across the planets of Pyre space with incredible velocity. But as they move in this illusion, another planetary body orbits, coming directly across from the ethereal relay. A barren and broken dark planet covered with twisted ravines and cracks that almost seem to form the shape of a spider. I fear, John, Asena, that we are running out of time. Ever since the battle in orbit around Ashen, when your friend Gaston engaged that weapon of the ancients to destroy the dark elves pursuing you, we have noticed more and more of their ships traveling to that desert world. Whatever it is that you and Gaston found there, they will stop at nothing to seize it. And if they find it, they will use it to fulfill the promise made to them by their benefactors. And the illusion zooms out past Perianth, past the asteroid belt called the Chain of Tears, all that remains of the gnomish homeworld of Pyre space, to the dark planet at the fringes of the solar system. Mountainous and completely lifeless on the surface, except for a few stray oozes and bizarre creatures that can survive with no atmosphere. But deep within those cracks around the equator, volcanic activity and incredible tectonic forces bring warmth and life to an underground ecosystem, an enormous world of caverns and bizarre life, the home of the dwarves and the orcs, who for thousands of years battled against each other in these dark places until the mind flayers, the Illithids, came from afar and silenced their wars with an iron grip. Should the Dark Elves find that power of the ancients and bring it to their Illithid benefactors, it will spell doom for all the free peoples of these worlds. It's time for us to execute the plan we discussed and strike before they can return with this power. I must call upon you to enter the city of Zogatha, find the Ulitharid Aurungal, and slay him. Whatever resources or help we can offer you, for you will be in the very heart of the most twisted and malevolent place in these worlds. Do we have a plan?
We have some ideas.
We do?
We will.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and end Coriander Society as you know it. This is our last episode of the main series. Starting next week, we're going to be into what we're calling Season 1, Shadow of the Spider Moon. It's going to cover the adventures of John and Asena as they travel to the dark city of Zogatha and meet some allies and guest stars, perhaps enemies as well, along the way. Thanks all of you for joining us. Be sure to stick around for Coriander starting in just a few moments.